Hello, welcome to another episode of the Maroon Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Nicole McIntosh, and for the next few minutes, I just wanted to touch in to see how you are. It has been a while since I completed a podcast episode, and it takes a lot to motivate me to come back into doing a podcast. So, today's topic is ontology. Yes, it's a bit random, bit unexpected for me maybe, but in my role as the regional head of nursing and midwifery at HEE, Health Education England in London, I've been thinking recently about the ontology of success for students. Maybe it's because of the past 2 years and the journeys that we've been on, which have been, to say the least, unprecedented. However, it is intriguing to think about what it means to succeed as a student. So, what is ontology? Ontology, at its simplest, is the study of existence, but it is much more than that too. Ontology is also the study of how we determine if things exist or not, as well as the classification of existence. It attempts to take things that are abstract and establish that they are in fact real. I have a reference for that. That's from study.com. So it's interesting to think about ontology in terms of where I'm coming from in my role as I support students and support stakeholders who also support students on their journey. I'd like to think about it for a bit, and straight away a number of questions pop into my mind. What is success? Can success be defined? Is success a real phenomenon? Is success subjective? Is there an objective measure of success? And finally, what are the drivers and barriers to success for students? Lots of questions. One student could view success as finishing the course and graduating. Another student could view success as getting straight A's. Still another student could view success as something else. You see what I mean? It could go on and on. So, what is success? What's the ontology of success? Is it real? I'd really like to get a better understanding of the drivers of success from an appreciative inquiry perspective in a quality improvement framework. So, thinking what supports students to succeed and building on that. So, starting from where we are, what students say in their own voice, in their own words, about what success means to them. Surely by gaining a better understanding of what drives success, I'll be better placed in my role to facilitate policy development, engage in conversations that influence the direction of travel, and I'd also be better placed and more competent in supporting key stakeholders like our higher education institution, our placement providers, in my convener, my leadership, my advocacy roles. Gaining a better understanding of the ontology of success is paramount for me. As you can tell, I'm a reflector. Reflective practice is important as a practitioner, as a nursing leader. It's important that we reflect and identify gaps in our knowledge, gaps in the body of knowledge on a phenomena. So, is success real? I'm not sure. Also, it would really be most welcome if you drop me a comment below. Tell me what you think. Is success real? Let's start there. What success means to you? What are the drivers and success in your worldview? Also, it would be most welcome if you have any resources that you could recommend me to read on my quest to better understanding the meaning of success for students. I'm keen to see what has been researched in the area. Are there any gaps in the body of knowledge? What matters most to students? Who says that? Is it a student or is it the view of others? Let's get a conversation going as we talk about this ontology. Really important for us to take some time out of our busy lives and think about philosophical points, looking at our perspectives and our own stance and what reality we see through our own lens. And it's complex, but let's keep it simple so that we can take a lot of people on the journey. So as I said earlier, what is Ontology of Success is my starting point here. And as I said earlier as well, is success real? You tell me. It's a conversation. Join me next time as we think about this series. So I'll be checking out the comments, seeing what you've put, your viewpoint, your worldview, your reality through the intersectionality of your lived experience, where you're coming from, and seeing how together we can understand better this ontology of success. Next time in this series, in the next episode, I'll be talking about the epistemology of success. Let's get philosophical and delve into these concepts while remaining pragmatic and honest about how we know what we know. What is epistemology, I hear you ask? Well, epistemology is the philosophical study of the nature, origin, and limits of human knowledge. Fascinating stuff. Possibly paradigm shifting. Let's see how it goes. You've been listening to Nicole McIntosh, your host on the Maroon Mindset podcast. I welcome feedback. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this podcast. Let's get a conversation going. As we support others, we also support our own development and we widen our own worldview. Until next time, take care.